They don't have any business being good right now, but they are for whatever reason, and that would be the Brooklyn Nets.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. You want to talk on them real quick?
Dennis
I
Schroder
do.
is an all-star. Sorry, Matt, continue.
They are a fun team. They are a fun team. It was Nuggets versus Nets, and the Nuggets we need to talk about after this, okay? But the Nets are so fun. Cam Thomas is like low-key like must watch, like high NBA League Pass. You should watch the Nets. Ben Simmons is just for memes. But like Zion Williams had like a cracking game against the Nuggets. He was doing everything. 3-pointers, mid range. He was chatting the most shit to Russell Westbrook, which I love. Like imagine being a young guy going at Russell Westbrook. And it's cool because he's like had a situation change. Like he's a talented player. But yeah, you go off on Dennis Schroder. Also, Dorian Finney-Smith is the most wasted role player of all time on the Nets. That's my one critique.
Yeah, him and Cam Johnson, like it just feels inevitable that those guys are going to get traded eventually. But speaking on the Nets, Dennis Schroder has been crazy. He's just been an absolute leader. I don't know if you guys saw, but Ben Simmons got into it with a fan. Like a fan was talking trash, and then like this was in the arena tunnel near the locker room, and there's like this area where fans were. This guy talked
Yeah,
trash.
against the Magic.
Ben Simmons said something back and walked away. And then like 20 seconds later, Dennis Schroder comes out like guns blazing and just starts like going at the guy. So yeah, he's really been the leader of this team on and off the court. And he's currently averaging 22 points. I expect that to drop heavily. We're only like 5-6 games. He's 6 games into his season and he's playing 35 minutes a game. So it's not sustainable at all. And he's shooting 53% from three. It's just crazy. But I'm happy for him because like um for the longest time, I always thought Dennis Schroder was better than Fred VanVleet and people similar to him who just like get more credit than Dennis Schroder. But here he is now hooping like this and kind of proven that at the very least he's in the same conversation as those guys. So I'm happy for him because he was close to being out of the NBA, just like totally. So I'm happy to see the bounce back. And then Cam Thomas, who's currently averaging 28 points per game, easily the most improved player right now. I won't say easily, but I think it's him right now, like if the season ended today. But 6 games in, hooping, 28 points, all that stuff, great efficiency, great everything. Um, the only thing with Cam Thomas is if the season ends and let's say he finishes at like 24 points per game at the same efficiency he's at right now. So that's 44% from the field, 35% from three, and 91% from the free throw line. What do the Brooklyn Nets do? Because it's such a weird situation to be in. Because he's not a max player. He's putting up max numbers and he's going to demand max money, but you don't want to pay him that. So what do you think happens in that kind of scenario? Which I really want to see because it would be funny. But
I'd guess they'd actually give him the money because who else do they want to spend it on? You know, it's actually kind of interesting to see what the Brooklyn Nets are doing. I mean, pretty much everyone had them in the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but like so far they're like really playing rock solid basketball. Like you said, Dennis Schröder is the German captain for a reason. He's really playing like a leader out there, and Cam Thomas is cooking as well. And like for whatever reason, they're just like a team filled with like star role players, and all of them are finding together. It kind of reminds me of the 2017-18, oh no, actually the 2018-19 Brooklyn Nets with D'Lo. They're kind of playing like that right now, if that makes sense.
They
In
just
the
need
sense that
Jared Dudley.
yeah, only Jared Dudley misses. Yeah,
oh, and now they have Ben Simmons, full circle moment because Ben
full
Simmons
circle.
Jared Dudley.
Yeah, and they actually played against the 76ers in the playoffs that year.
Yep. And a lot of credit also goes to Jordi Fernandez, by the way. Just wanted to mention that before we move off of the Nets. But yeah, it's a good
He
coach.
deserves a lot of credit, but he's annoying watch as a basketball fan. I don't know why. He just
Who is?
really gets under my skin. Jordi Fernandez, the coach.
No, really? That's funny.
Yeah, he just annoys me. I don't know why. Because he was the Sacramento Kings assistant coach. Then he was
Yep.
the Canada coach, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was Canada.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Cam Thomas a nice contract. I think it just has to be done.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these nice things about the Nets being said, I expect them to transition to focusing on losing
Yeah.
sooner than later.
When do you think that's going to happen? At how many games into the season?
I think around the December January mark, they're just going to make an effort to go on a huge losing streak, and then they're just going to keep that going the whole season. For
Yeah.
sure, March and April, but I think it's going to
True.
start around December January.
I mean, that actually makes sense if you think about it that way. Like, Brooklyn has all the role-playing talent right now, and there
Exactly.
are certain teams like the Denver Nuggets, like the Milwaukee Bucks, that need bench players. So theoretically, they could just really go out there and just like put up the market value for all those bench players right now and get extra first-round picks for them.
True.
Which would be kind of crazy to see. But I think a team like Denver could get someone like Dennis Schroder because like they definitely need a point guard. A team like the Bucks could really use someone like Cam Thomas on the wing as like someone else to have someone else than Bobby Portis there right now. And other than that, like Dorian Finney-Smith is also there, you know. Theoretically, maybe even Nick Claxton once his contract signing duration is off and he's becomes trade eligible.
He's
So
definitely a Maverick. He just
yeah,
has Maverick vibes.
just like another rim protector for the Mavericks. Like they already got
Yeah.
2 great ones. They just need a third one.
Third one's
Because
kind of
why not?
crazy.
Alright, that's all, folks. If you want to catch the rest of that conversation, please go over to the YAMology Podcast. That was episode 61. Previously, our Thunder Miniball episode was also included in that podcast as well. So make sure to check that out. Thank you for all the appreciated views and likes on the previous. Let's do the same here. And only about 0.3% of people are subscribed at the moment, so let's get that number up. Thank you very much.